Welcome to Pouches and More, and today let's prepare this mini zipper pouch. This is how it looks. It's got a tiny storage space. We have put a keyring over here. We can always replace it with a swivel clasp. It's completely lined from inside, no raw edges. It can hold cash. So let's check out the materials required. We require one piece of main fabric, one piece of lining and one piece of fusible interfacing. All three measure 10.5 inches by 5.25 inches. Fabric 1 3/4 inches by 4.25 inches, 1 3/4 inches by 3 inches and a 6-inch long zip. I have taken a longer zip and one keyring. So these are all the materials required. The first thing that we'll be doing is we'll be fusing the interfacing along with our main fabric So the adhesive side, we'll put it on the wrong side of the main fabric and iron this. By ironing, we're going to stick them together. While we're at the iron, we'll also do another thing. Fold this tab fabric, that is the 3-inch one. Get the raw edges to the center again and again make a fold. We are going to iron this also. So both of them will just iron. Now you're finished fusing the main fabric. So we're going to place the right side facing up of the main fabric, the zipper slider facing down. On the smaller side, we are going to place the zip, align it and clip it. Lining fabric right side facing down, align it from the sides and the top and again clip them together. Here we need to make a straight stitch. Your right sides are together and a straight stitch over here. While we're at the machine, we are going to, this is the tab fabric we folded, we're going to also make a stitch on both the sides. So one side is stitched, which is going to open the fabrics like this. Put both the fabrics on one side, finger press the stitch mark and make a top stitch over here. So our top stitch is done on one side. Now for the other side, we are going to first close the slider and we are going to fold the main fabric like this. That is, we are just going to fold it over, align it from the sides and get it over to the other side of the zipper, tape and clip it together. So main fabric is done. For the lining fabric, flip it over and again fold it over like this, aligning it from the side and the top and clip them together. So from the side it will be looking like this. Now we need to make a straight stitch over here. It's a simple straight stitch. We have finished stitching. Now for making the top stitch, we are first going to open the zipper. So we're just going to open the slider like this, and this is the reason why I keep a longer zip so that it becomes more comfortable while making the top stitch. So now we're just going to finger press this part, that is the part that we just stitched. So since we have got a longer zipper tape, we can flatten it neatly and make a top stitch. We have opened the zipper tape completely. So here we are going to make a top stitch. Top stitch is done, both sides are ready. Now we need to make a center mark, that is a base center mark. So for that, first we are going to close the slider like this, close the zipper. Now one side zipper tape and the other side we're just going to finger press it. We're just going to fold it according to the zipper tape on one side and a fold on the other side and make a small cut. This will be our center base. The same thing we will do on the other side. So zipper tape on one side, fold the other side and make a small cut. So both sides we have already made a marking of the center on the base. So here both sides marking is done. Now we'll just open the slider and separate the fabrics. So both fabrics, now we're just going to turn it over to the wrong side. Both lining and main fabric will be on the wrong side. Now once this is done, we will again close the slider. So where the slider opens, this is the top part. The other side, this is the base. So where it opens, this is the top part, and the other side is the base. Now on the base side, we are going to align our center mark, which we just did, along with the zipper teeth. And remember, the lining and the main fabric will be on either side of the zipper teeth. We are just going to align the center marks and flatten them, and as of now clip them together. Here we need to make a straight stitch. Our stitching is done. We'll just cut the extra zip over here, and if there's any extra fabric, you can also cut that. Now on both the corners, we are going to make a box. So ½ inch. From the fold it will be ½ inch, and from the stitch line it will be ½ inch. We are going to make a box. So this is how it will be from the fold and the stitch line. It will be ½ inch. So this is how it will be looking. The box, this is how it will be looking. So here it is ½ inch from the fold and ½ inch from the stitch line. Now the same thing we'll do on the other side also. Both sides, box is done. We are going to cut both the corners now, both the box. After cutting this box corners, now we will have to stitch them. So for that, we're just going to flatten the main fabric like this. That is the side fold and the base center stitch. The base that we just stitched and the side fold, they will be coming together. They'll come together. Just align the entire raw edge, and on the other side, that is on the lining side, we'll flatten the lining in the same way. Just align the side folds together and the center line, center stitch that we just did, base. So here we need to make a stitch. One side is done. For the other side, again we'll do the same thing. We're just going to flatten it. The base stitch line and the side fold, we are going to align it on one side. This is the main fabric side. From the lining fabric, we'll just flatten the lining fabric. So both lining fabric and main fabric will be on either side. So we'll just flatten the lining fabric also. Align the side fold with the center stitch, base center stitch that we just did. Clip them together and again make a straight stitch. So we're just going to clip them together, and here we'll have to make a straight stitch over here. Just neatly clip and we'll have to make a straight stitch over here. Once you finish stitching, we're just going to turn it over to the right side and we're going to put them together. So we're just going to turn it over, open the slider and then turn it over to the right side. Push out the corners that we just did, box corners, push it out neatly. And again we are just going to align the center along with the zipper teeth. So first we need to push out the boxed corners neatly. Close the slider and again align the center cut that we did along with the zipper teeth. Once that is done, we're just going to clip them so that they remain flat. Now here we need to make a 1 inch marking on all 4 sides. So on all 4 sides we're just going to make a 1 inch mark. This is where we will be again folding it. So both sides we'll do it. This is also a 1 inch mark, and this entire same thing we'll be doing it on the other side also. After marking one side, we are just going to clip it so that it does not move. Now on the other side, the fold that we just did, where it is folded, this we will push it inside, and the 1 inch mark that we did, there we are going to make a fold, and we are going to get both the 1 inch folds together like this. So the center fold we have pushed it inside, and both the 1 inch folds we are just going to get it together. Same thing on the other side also. The fold we are going to push it inside, that is folded the other way, and both the 1 inch marks that we did, we are going to fold it and get them together outer side. We are going to fold it towards the outer side. So here now we need to make a straight stitch. While we are stitching this, before stitching we are going to get the slider inside. So remember, before stitching this part, we need to get our slider inside and then stitch it. Now make a stitch over here. The stitch is done, cut the extra zip. Now we are going to attach this tab. So for that, first we are going to insert this into our ring, fold it like this. On the back side, we are going to align the raw edges. Right in the center we are going to attach this. So here we need to make a stitch. So our tab is attached, that is our ring is attached. Now we'll complete the binding. So first we are going to place this right sides together and make a stitch. Just align, so right sides will be together, and just align the raw edges. Here we need to again make a straight stitch over here. Our straight stitch is done. Just flip over the fabric, finger press it, get the sides inside. So first we're just going to fold the sides inside like this, both the sides. Again finger press this. After getting both the sides inside, we need to make 2 folds. So first fold we are going to make like this, and then we are again going to fold it. That is, we are going to make a second fold. That is to complete the binding. So now a second fold, and we will be clipping the entire binding first, and then we need to make a stitch on this. So neatly see that the stitch line that we did, that is covered with this binding. So we made a stitch line initially to attach the binding. So now when we are folding this, see that that stitch line is completely inside. Our binding is done. Now this ring tab, we are just going to place it like this on top and make a small stitch over here in the center so that it stands like this. So our mini zipper pouch is completely ready and done. It's simple to make, completely lined from inside, no raw edges. So please do try this and let me know in the comments how it turned out. You can always make changes in the size of the fabrics, and you can always have a bigger pouch if you want. If you found this video helpful, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon right next to it so that every time I upload a video you get notified. Thanks for watching. Bye.